Alrighty, what is up, Misfits? How y'all doing? Alrighty, so this reading is for the sign of Aries, wherever you've got Aries in your chart, and it is intended to resonate over the next 30 to 31 days from whenever you listen to it, okay? So Aries, the name of the game this month is protection, okay? So I don't know if you've been putting layers of protection on yourself or adding crystals to your repertoire, or maybe you've done a couple of workings to try and protect yourself. The interesting thing is, okay, I'll say this about at least the Aries people that I've met. There's very few of us that are just straight up paranoid. Aries, even though we're viewed as the baby of the zodiac, which makes no goddamn sense because we are the first ones. But in any case, tangent for a different time, okay? Aries do not tend to be paranoid ass people, okay? So if you get the feeling that you need to apply layers of protection over yourself, then do so. Because your intuition is naturally strong, being the first out of the gate in the zodiac, okay? I do feel like there's some choices that need to be made over the next 30 to 31 days. Some of them might contain a lot more responsibility than you are used to. It might require some self-discipline on your part. But you have free will, okay, and you do have strong willpower. Out of all the signs, definitely Aries is up there on the willpower front. We're at 10, everybody else is like a 2. I mean, in comparison to how Aries roll, let me just put it that way. But you are seeking change. You are willing to make the moves necessary for that change. But really, ultimately, like, the message here is that you have free will. And so if you are looking to make some changes specifically to serve your growth and the things that make you passionate, then you have the free will to make those changes and make those choices, okay? There is nobody holding you back but you on that. So, okay. Okay, so, my Aries people, okay, here's the thing, alright? So let me just say this. Your growth is protected, okay? The choices that you have are choices for you, were sent for you from the divine, okay? That's not that's not something someone can take away from you. It's that saying that nothing that is meant for you will be kept from you, okay? Personally, a really firm believer in that. But I feel like you are maybe a bit hyper focused on your health at this time. Maybe you're finding out some positive news about your health over the next 30 to 31 days. But that's where your direction is looking. So because of that, you're not looking at the burdens of movement and what I feel like is something new that you're trying to birth here. Something you're passionate about, something you have a great deal of desire for. It makes you fulfilled, I would even say. There's some kind of burden associated with it, and you might be hyper focusing on your health to not pay attention to that. And as a result of that, of you not paying attention to this, like, there's a thief present. Okay, so there's someone probably looking to come up and do so on your back. Oh, interesting. Okay, so for some of you, very specifically, there is a mature feminine energy, and this person is the source of burdens. Like, I keep wanting to say blockage, even though this is a card of burdens and they are definitely two different things. So there could be a mixture of that going on here. I mean, as a result, like having something stolen from you is pretty burdensome, and it can present a blockage depending on what it is that's being stolen. It's not showing me what that is, like, but I see that, like, in your process of wanting to move forward, like in the back of your head thinking why you're not moving forward, this thief burden blockage thing in the representation of a mature feminine energy is the source of that. And I feel like this is something that's been going on for a number of years too. I'm not getting a number. Okay, so maybe 7 to 8 years this has been going on. So because of the cards that I'm using, like, it's not necessarily going to tell me if this is like someone laying tricks or something, but there is someone here, a mature feminine energy who has intentionally been putting blocks in your way, and they have been doing so for years. Now, I don't think that this is someone who is necessarily close to you, because I'm close in distance, I'm going to say. They're at least a mountain range over, maybe a couple. Um, Either way, even though you've been trying to, and see, here's the thing. Like, because you're not turned towards it, you're hyper focusing on your health, not paying attention to this block or burden. Um, it tells me that you know that it exists, but that you haven't been giving your energy to it. And as a result of that, there's going to be a gift in your health, right? Now, it's not, let me pull out my other cards to see if we can determine what's going to happen to this thief. But I see, like, the moving forward, again, blocked by this person. They're blocking your movement forward. They're blocking your access to community. They're blocking money. They're blocking birthing something new. And deep down, it might have to do with them intentionally trying to block your love life, but has blossomed into a block in other areas. Okay? Here's the thing, though. The cards that came out, your chakra cards that came out, are directly referring to your solar plexus. So that's your personal will, your personal power. Okay? It's right smack in the middle of your chest where the S should be, right? So the reason, or I should, yeah, actually, let me finish that sentence. The reason that they may have been able to do this is because that particular chakra was in balance. Okay, let me put it that way. But I feel like because these cards are coming up so strongly, these two chakra cards, I mean, they're literally both in the same chakra. It's a hyper focus on that, your personal power, your personal will. Okay? Because that's, I'm going to say, coming back online, it's like your shield of protection has been strengthened. So this person can't get through anymore. You're going to start to see some really significant growth. I'm going to say come out of nowhere. Yeah, because you've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for the gifts. Yeah, dagnammit. Okay, so the peacock just came up for you too. It also came up for Virgo. So, and I'm gonna sidebar here for just a second. So, generally speaking, popular culture, everybody's like, ooh, the peacock, it's so pretty, right? It also represents evil eye and protection, right? And the reason why, which is not nearly as talked about, the reason why um the reason why it represents that is because when the peacock feels threatened, that's when the feathers go up. That's when they shake their tail feather, and the whole fan of the beautiful eyes comes up in their tail, and they get very large. Okay, so of course there's like the whole mating thing and all that stuff, but ultimately the reason that these particular birds do this is because they feel threatened. They feel like they're in danger. They feel something is amiss. That's also why they're used as alarm systems on like farms and stuff, because they're very, very loud and you know can be a little intimidating running into that unexpectedly, right? So as far as timeline is concerned for your reading, Aries, like, of course, this reading is intended to resonate for the next 30 to 31 days, but they really are timeless. So either, again, this just happened, you've been going through this, you're aware of this thief, this person, or you're about to become aware of this person, okay? I'm going to say part of the way you can identify this person is their arrogance, specifically. Yeah, we have a mature feminine energy popping up again. So, Aries, I don't know that this is necessarily like an elder per se, but I am going to say that it is someone who is older than you, an arrogant, older feminine energy. Um, hmm. So this person, yeah, I mean, it comes down to this person specifically, I think, wanting to block your love life. And as a result, they kind of blocked everything else. Because in some way, the happiness in your love life and your passions is presents a ripple effect to everything else you do, or everything else that you touched. Okay, so either way, be aware. Um, ooh, confirmation. Yeah. So the gift may be, I don't know, some type of partnership. Like love is definitely on the horizon for you. On the flip side, we could be talking about two separate mature feminine energies. One is the blockage, and the other one is maybe offering an introduction to this partner that's coming on the horizon. Okay. Either way, you are protected in this, so I feel like this is coming up more so you're aware of it. Not because you need to be scared or anything. Not that Aries even be like that. So yeah, continue to focus on gaining strength in your solar plexus chakra. Get yourself all laid out in whatever things that you do to protect yourself. Um, and yeah, I feel like over these next 30 to 31 days, they might be trying to block gifts, but it's going to be raining. Like, straight up make it rain. Okay. All right. So that's all I've got for you, Aries. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, your peace is your power. I'll check you next time. Bye bye.